As Mayor Adams struggles to rejuvenate the pandemic-torn economy, a troubling new poll finds the biggest obstacle to getting people back to work in person is subway safety.
CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer has more now on why people are begging to telecommute.
People are scared. People are scared.
Catherine Wild of the Partnership for New York City talking about why it's been so difficult to get people to stop telecommuting and come back to offices in Midtown and the financial district.
The poll reflects the basic anxiety that people feel about their own personal security and about the future of the city. Almost 40% of those polled said they were considering moving out of New York City.
And according to the poll, which included nearly 10,000 people, it's all because of crime, subway crime, and homelessness. 94% said not enough is being done to address homelessness and mental illness. 74% of transit riders say safety has gotten worse since the start of the pandemic. 46% say not enough is being done to address turnstile jumping, and 57% say not enough is being done to address shoplifting. And that's bad news for a mayor trying to restore the city's economy.
We'll see our tax rolls go down if we don't see an improvement. I mean, if 40% of the respondents to this poll are seriously considering leaving the city, that's a lot of tax dollars flowing out of New York.
Since he took office, Mayor Adams has embarked on a number of initiatives to make the subway safer. Just this week, the NYPD launched a quality of life offensive that will also target fare jumping. The move angered a number of progressive politicians, but the mayor says he doesn't care.
We're talking about how do we deal with the quality of life. And when we talk about quality of life, people talk about unfair enforcement. I have to ignore all of that because those 10,000 people matter to me.
You're seeing cops and social workers at these end-of-line stations taking homeless people off the train, trying to get them into services and get them out of the subway system. We also need to do what the mayor's been talking about, which is to push harder on fare evasion. If we have people, the bad guys who want to come into the system need to be stopped at the fare gates.
I just don't feel safe. I was just on the subway just now, and there was a guy, looked like he could have been homeless, very vulgar, taking up much of the seats on the subway.
I have been here in New York City 67 years, and I love the subways.
Regarding safety, I don't feel so great about it either. I think that there are a lot of people who seem very disturbed, and that's really very dangerous.
So far, only about 40% of the workforce has returned to their offices. The mayor wants everyone back. In the newsroom, I'm Marcia Kramer, CBS 2 News.